Welcome back to the Godzilla Wheel, a series where we randomly pick a Godzilla film to review with our custom kaiju calculator and attempt to separate the God tier from the Zilla tier. Last week, the Godzilla Wheel chose Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2 as the next film to review. So, without further ado, on with episode 2 of the Godzilla Wheel. Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2 is a 1993 kaiju film directed by Takao Okawara. Despite the title, it is actually the third Godzilla movie to feature Mechagodzilla. It also has Rodan's return to the Godzilla franchise and was originally intended to be the final entry in the Heisei series. The movie is about an hour and 45 minutes but feels much shorter for reasons I'll get into. After rewatching it for this video, I am now under the impression that this is one of the most underrated Godzilla movies, and it's basically everything I want from an average G movie, even if it doesn't do all of it spectacularly. Kaiju/SFX. I'm afraid I won't have much to say about SFX because I really don't have any problems with them. The special effects are all beautiful, they look exactly how I want Godzilla effects to look. All the explosions look great, the monsters actually seem hurt when they get hit, even to the point that during his first fight with Mecha-G, Godzilla foams at the mouth. I do have a bit to say about the kaiju themselves though. Rodan is absolutely beautiful. I think this might be my favorite ever Rodan. He's amazing. A huge upgrade from the last episode. His head doesn't look like a bad action figure. His puppet doesn't stick out compared to the other monsters, he fits right in. I honestly like this version more than Rodan's that came in later films. I'm pretty sure this Godzilla suit is recycled from Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, but it doesn't matter because it's great. It has to be one of my favorite Godzilla designs. Animalistic, but humanoid enough that he doesn't look like a cartoon character. Godzilla and Mechagodzilla both have great performances. The way they move really gives them weight. Godzilla and Rodan are definitely the highlights of this movie. As for Mechagodzilla, he's alright. The suit itself looks nice, but it's my least favorite Mechagodzilla design. I understand why they redesigned him. I love the Showa design, but I don't think it would really fit here. But I think they should have kept a few more aspects of it. I think that this Mechagodzilla should have more detail on his design. It should be less sleek, if you know what I mean. I mean, it still looks alright. I think they should have done something similar to Kiryu Mechagodzilla. The only other monster is Baby Godzilla. He looks fine. Not much really wrong with him, but it isn't particularly great either. Maybe it's because he's so close to real people, but he does look a little bit too cartoony. For Kaiju/SFX, I am giving Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2 an 8.5 out of 10. I promise that I won't make a habit of giving decimal scores, but I really could not decide between an 8 and a 9 on this one. The point is, it did really well in this category. Kaiju Hijinks. Kaiju Hijinks is an area where the Showa series excels and the Heisei series does not. Kaiju's actions are more realistic, but God, they're tame. Not to say nothing interesting happens, just you won't see anything like Godzilla vs. Hedorah. The fights in this movie are pretty good, although they do suffer from a problem most of the Heisei series has, that in a lot of them, it just devolves into spamming ranged attacks like beams and lasers and such. Although it is helped a little bit because at least Mechagodzilla has pretty varied and unique attacks. Rodan doesn't get too personal, he usually just swipes past his enemies, but he does transform into Fire Rodan because of some song, and that's hijinks if I've ever seen it. Speaking of that song, there's this weird subplot with Baby Godzilla and these psychic children. They know the song that can make Rodan more powerful and freaks Baby Godzilla out. Apparently Rodan and Baby Godzilla are related? I don't understand how, but that's at least what the movie said. Although my DVD collection had the dub, so maybe that's a mistranslation. The fights in the movie are alright. They aren't groundbreaking, but they're well choreographed and entertaining. For Kaiju Hijinks, I give Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla an 7 out of 10. It's more than passable, even though I don't have much to say about it. It was almost an 8 out of 10, but not quite. Overall film quality. I think that the plot of this movie is really smart. The main plot involves a team finding and caring for Baby Godzilla, and the subplot involves the Mechagodzilla crew. Not only is there a member of the Mechagodzilla crew helping the scientists and connecting the plots, but both of these plots relate to Godzilla. A lot of Godzilla movies have the problem of having plots disconnected from each other and the monsters, but Godzilla and Mechagodzilla 2 doesn't have this problem. Is this plot groundbreaking? Not really. Does it do anything unique with the monsters like the original Godzilla or GMK? Nope. But does this plot work for an average Godzilla movie? Yes. The plot of the movie is exactly what it needs to be, and it does that plot pretty well. So I'll happily give Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla a 7 out of 10 for this category. And this adds up for a final score of 22.5 out of 30. I really enjoyed this one. It has some flaws I would change, but overall it was a pretty good movie. I highly recommend it. It can be used as an example of what a good average Godzilla movie is. Not a Godzilla movie that necessarily does anything special, but it's just a good Godzilla movie. Now that's over with, let's see what we'll be covering next week on the Godzilla Wheel.